Thank you, Dan, and thank you, Mayor, for inviting me back to Fresno. It is a great pleasure to be here today with all of you. And I'd like to start by sending you greetings from the President and from Secretary LaHood, and by delivering this statement on the Secretary's behalf. By listening carefully to everyone involved, the California High-Speed Rail Authority has offered a new plan today that lays out a faster, better, and more cost-effective path to building the high-speed rail system that is so critical to California's economic future. Thanks to the leadership of Governor Brown and Chairman Richard, the new plan will create hundreds and thousands of jobs and deliver the economic benefits of high-speed rail faster and more affordably. And by combining the existing assets in the Bay Area and the LA Basin with new construction along the line, the new plan ensures that a first segment of the project is fully paid for while lowering the total cost of the entire system by $30 billion. We look forward to working with the California High-Speed Rail Authority and making this plan a reality. Now, when this plan was first unveiled last fall, there were a lot of questions and concerns raised. Stakeholders and citizens voiced their concerns loud and clear, and thankfully, Governor Brown put in place leadership at the California High-Speed Rail Authority that listened. After 296 community meetings and forums, 81 of which were held right here in the Central Valley, the plan today reflects those concerns, and California will be stronger as a result. This plan is a guideway to the future of California, and it's right in line with the vision of President Obama. 3 years ago, the President said that he wanted to connect 80% of Americans to the high-speed rail network over the next 25 years. The President's fiscal year 2013 budget requests $2.5 billion for rail development projects and establishes the first of a 6-year strategy to invest $47 billion in our nation's rail system. We intend to be a great partner to the state of California and our other state partners going forward into the future. Today, California is well on its way to realizing the President's goal. Now, the high-speed rail program was sparked by the Recovery Act, and at a pivotal moment for our country as we were trying to dig ourselves out of the Great Recession, President Obama guided Recovery Act dollars to a rail development program that has since put Americans to work on 154 projects in 32 states. The availability of this federal funding has made something immediately clear. For too many years, states and regions have had great plans to give citizens faster, more reliable alternatives to rush hour gridlock and crowded airports. All they lacked was federal support. But today we've invested over $10 billion in support of citizens' demands for rapid mobility, for livable communities, and for freedom from escalating fuel prices. Friday night in Los Angeles, I saw my first gasoline station showing a price over $5. But these are the people leading the charge. California has a long history of thinking big. The Treasurer's office in Sacramento, there's a sign that says, engraved in the top of the building, "Bring me men," should say men and women, "to match my mountains." And as the public opinion poll released last month, 60% of Californians are ready for high-speed rail. They understand what this project will mean to their future and the future of California's economy. They understand that high-speed rail brings not only faster travel, but also jobs and economic development, so very important to folks in the Central Valley. Now, people, I think, outside of California don't quite understand this next point. Sometimes they talk about the thinly populated Central Valley. It always makes me grimace a little bit. But in less than 40 years, California will have 20 million more people than it does today. That's the population combined of the states of Texas, Florida, New York, and California. But congestion, even today, we don't have to tell you people who drive 99, robs the state's economy of $18.7 billion annually. 6 of California's metropolitan areas rank among the nation's most congested. The short-haul air travel market is the nation's busiest, and the airports in San Francisco and Los Angeles are the most delayed. And double-decking our freeways and building more runways just won't work. Here in California, meeting the future demand for transportation would require building more than 4,000 miles of highways, 4 runways, and 115 airline gates, all for a cost significantly higher than what it will cost to build a high-speed rail system that is more efficient, less oil-reliant, and more environmentally friendly than air and auto travel. So high-speed rail should be seen not alone, but as an important component of an integrated transportation system. It'll alleviate pressure on our highways and airports and create the capacity California and our country must have to continued economic growth. This project is critical to both California's and America's future success, and it's ready to succeed. Now, by starting here in the Central Valley, all of California's great cities are sure to be connected. We'll also create 100,000 job years of employment in a region that suffers from some of the highest unemployment rates in the entire country. So I'd like to congratulate the chairman and the authority staff and the governor for not only developing a plan that is better, faster, and less expensive, but also for listening and responding to Californians' constructive criticisms and suggestions. So for the sake of future generations, California is moving forward. Thank you for inviting me here to be here today on this very exciting day for the future of California.